The Toronto Raptors are reportedly interested in Chicago Bulls guard Ayo Dosunmo. So should the Bulls be worried about losing Ayo to the Raptors? Let's talk about it, people. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NBA here to talk about the Chicago Bulls. So if you're a Bulls fan, hit that subscribe button. I promise you, you will not regret it. All right, so this is coming from Jake L. Fisher of Yahoo Sports, who basically talked about the fact that the Raptors could be looking to target Ayo Dosunmo now that they have lost their starting point guard in Fred VanVleet. Okay, now it wouldn't be a clear one-to-one fit because we all know Ayo's not as good as Fred, but it would help address their point guard position. This is interesting to me because the Raptors already signed Dennis Schroeder. And to me, Dennis Schroeder at this point is better than Ayo Dosunmo, so I would think Dennis Schroeder is the starting point guard. But whatever the case may be, maybe they just want to add more point guard depth. Should the Bulls be worried? Well, let's just talk about this, all right? Ayo's a restricted free agent. So any offer he gets from any team, including the Raptors, the Bulls have the opportunity to match and keep him. So the Bulls hold the cards. Now, will the Raptors actually make an offer? And this is where I'm kind of struggling here because to me, I don't see the pathway for the Raptors to make an offer because they don't have salary cap space. And more importantly, they don't even have their exceptions now because teams that go over the salary cap, you get exceptions. You get the mid-level, you get the biannual. They used their mid-level on Dennis Schroeder. I think they used all of it on him. It was like a 2-year, $26 million deal. And you get the biannual exception as well, which is about $4 million. They used that on Jalen McDaniels. So I don't know how they would have the requisite cap space to sign Ayo Dosunmo. When I checked their books, they're about like $4 or $5 million away from the luxury tax, which, again, I guess no team likes paying the luxury tax. I'm guessing the Raptors would try to avoid that as well. But yeah, folks, I just don't see how this happens. I don't think they will make an offer just because of the salary ramifications here. But let's just assume they do. Somehow they do. They make an offer. Well, I'll tell you this much. If the offer is like a ridiculous offer, where, again, I don't know how this would happen, but let's just go with it. If the Raptors were to somehow offer Ayo like $10 million a year, right? A 3-year, $30 million deal or something crazy like that, I don't think the Bulls should match. Ayo's not worth that, and you would have to go severely into the luxury tax to go ahead and match it. Now, I like Ayo. He's a very good, young, promising player, just 23 years old. Yeah, he had a bit of a sophomore slump, but he had a fantastic rookie season, was all-rookie second team. So I believe in Ayo, but everything has a price, all right? If it is anywhere close to like a, $5 to $7 million range for Ayo Dosunmo a year, yeah, I'm okay with matching that. The qualifying offer right now for him, I believe, is $5 and some change million. And so to me, that's kind of where I stand here with the Ayo Dosunmo situation. If it is a ridiculous offer that some teams throws out there, then yeah, you're not matching that. You can go ahead and let Ayo go. But if it is something reasonable, then yeah, go ahead and keep him. Because to me, I'm not telling you what I would do. I'm telling you what the Bulls are probably going to do because they're probably not going to go into the tax. And if you accept a pretty hefty offer from a team and match it for Ayo Dosunmo, you would have to go into the luxury tax. But I like Ayo, man. He's a young, promising kid, but we also have a lot of guards. You got Alex Caruso. You got Kobe White. We just signed Javon Carter, not to mention Lonzo Ball. Let's see if he comes back or not. Well, whatever the case is, you have a lot of guards on this team. I want Ayo back. I ultimately think what ends up happening is I think he signs the qualifying offer and he plays on that because I don't see a lot more interest for him out there, and any reasonable deal I think the Bulls match. So that's where I'm at with this situation for Ayo Dosunmo. Let me know what you guys think, man. Leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching.